Well, hello and welcome back to another small little update video. It seems impossible. It's very nearly a month since I sat here last time and said that it was January and, you know, a new year. And here we are. That month has gone and we're now on to the 2nd of February. I thought it was rather an appropriate day to do a little update video. Obviously January has been slack. There's not a lot one does in the garden. Although I have actually, it's been so dry here and relatively mild on some certain days, I've actually just trimmed the top of my lawn. It got so long, the grass had been growing over the winter period so much that I just did actually cut the grass, just took the sort of top inch off last week. But I've still not started doing any really what I call spring preparation jobs yet, and as I hope to do them within the next few weeks in early February, like clean the greenhouse out and get all that ready and sort it out for this coming year. There's even more signs now of spring approaching, although obviously we've still got the official first day of spring is March the 21st. I know our UK weather people tell us that meteorologically spring starts on the 1st of March, but properly March the 21st is the first day of spring. So obviously we've still got very nearly a month and a half at least of winter, and then even into April we can still have some pretty cold winds and weather and frost at night here, well on into May even certain years. I thought it was appropriate to do a little video. Last month I did a little bit about, you know, old sayings and throughout the year, and so I thought I'd keep that on, trying to do that throughout every month. And obviously looking at February, there's a great old saying that my grandfather used to tell me was February fill dike, be it black or white. Obviously meaning February fill the dike. You know, it's a month when we can get a lot of water, a lot of rain, and that can either be in rain form or snow, be it white. But up to now, as I say, it's been a very dry start to the year here, and maybe we could perhaps do with some rain actually, and I hope we don't get the white version of that, but we'll see what February brings. It started in the same vein as January, and the first couple of days have been dry. Another great old saying, today, February the 2nd, is Candlemas Day, which is a very old day, and I'm sure online if you wanted to read about Candlemas and where that comes from, and I believe it's, you know, it's got origins going right back in time, and but another great old saying there again from this area, and obviously this relates to today, the 2nd of February. It's if Candlemas Day be fair and bright, winter shall have another fight. If Candlemas Day be dull and grey, winter has sure to have gone away. And there's various versions of that. Some people say flight rather than fight, as winter's gone away. But that's a really old local saying. And now, looking at the weather today, it's very dull and grey. It did start off, dawn was quite bright and we had some blue sky for about an hour, but since about 9 o'clock it's been very dull and grey. So one hopes, and please don't hold these old sayings to me because they are what they are, they're old sayings, but we hope winter has gone away, because it looks like being dull and grey for the rest of the day. It's absolutely lovely to see the, what there again, as a child, or what I was always taught, the fair maids of February, which is referring to the snowdrops, which are now starting to come out. And that is such a really cheery thought, and to see that all the summer bulbs, or spring bulbs I should say, get it right, the spring bulbs are really sort of pushing through now, and I've got a couple of little crocus out, and as I say, the snowdrops are coming into flower, and that's, you know, that's such a cheery thought. And the catkins on my little nut tree are really starting to sort of dangle down, and it does, you know, you can start to see the buds forming on the trees, and so as I've said, gardening is all about hope, and you're working to the seasons and following the seasons. And whereas January is a very quiet month in the garden for me, I've not been totally idling. As I say, I have tidied my grass up. A lot of people have difficulty with lawns, you know. I think if it's very wet, keep off it. If it's very frosty, keep off it. But if it's long and it's relatively dry and not too cold in the winter time, and your grass is really grown over that period, you know, it's good just to take the sort of little top, just to cut it, you know. Even better if you've got one of these lightweight battery or electric mowers, probably. You know, it's not going to plough it up too much or make it too muddy, because it's never going to, the ground underneath, certainly where I am, is still very wet, although it's, you know, we've had a dry month. I thought in the vein of last month, I recited a bit of poetry, which was, as I said, I'm no poet or poetry reader, but this is a poem that I've known for many years about February, and I thought there again it really sums February up. So I thought I'd, you know, just read this again in this little video, and it's called February. One month is past, another is begun, since merry bells rang out the dying year, and buds of rarest green began to peer. As if impatient for a warmer sun, and through the distant hills are bleak and dun, the virgin snowdrop, like a lamb bent far, pierces the cold earth with its green streaked spar. And in dark woods the wandering little one may find a primrose. That was written by Hartley Coleridge in 1842, so it's a very old poem, but I think there again it kind of sums up February to me. And as I say, I hope you're all doing well, and that perhaps where you are, you know, you've been able to get out and do some gardening in whatever shape or form that obviously takes this time of year. I'll end with a couple of further old sayings about February. One is, if in February it brings no rain, it's no fit for grass or grain. Meaning that if we get a dry February, we probably get a dry spring, and then obviously the grass and the grain doesn't grow. There again, a very old farming saying. And another one there again that I was always taught as a child, if in February you shall hear thunder, you shall see a summer wonder. There again, please please don't hold me to any of these, because they are what they are, but I think they're lovely. And it's a shame that, you know, you don't hear these old sayings very much now. They've sort of died out. I think so many of my generation worked on the land in agriculture and then into horticulture. You know, these were passed down from generation to generation, and sadly that hasn't been the case. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on for this time, and we'll be back shortly with some better updated videos, and you can see me doing some preparation work for spring in the garden anyway, hopefully, or doing something of interest anyway. So until then, my very best wishes, do take care, and as always, good gardening, and I'll catch up with you very soon in a future video. Bye for now.